What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's me, SteveWB, and today we have a box. This is going to be my first unboxing of this channel, and you just wait till you see what's in here. Okay, so I'm not going to keep you waiting. We're going to go ahead and remove this outer plastic so you can see what we're going to be opening up today. So let's rip it open. Now, the reason I ordered this is because I wanted to use like my home studio camera is a Lumix G7, and if you know anything about that camera, you know it has zero stabilization, and you know, if you take it out in the field and you're walking around trying to video, you're going to get shake. And one of the things I really try to like be good at is having smooth footage. So I did a little research and I ordered this, and what we have is the Feiyutech G6 Plus Gimble. And I guess, you know, I know there's like 10,000 people who've unboxed this and done reviews on it, but this is going to be for somebody who is not quite so tech savvy, that's going to use it like I'm going to use it. I'm not going to, you know, try to figure out like all the bells and whistles and be able to control the camera from the gimbal, because from what I hear that's difficult anyway. I'm just going to show you, you know, if you have limited knowledge or no knowledge of gimbals like I do, what your experience will be when you open this for the first time. So with that being said, because this is not a sponsored video, this is bought from my pocket, but it's a little microfiber cloth, I guess to clean the lens, I don't know, or just to wipe the unit down maybe. But let's not delay any longer. We're gonna rip this box open, get it out, and try to set this thing up and get into it. Okay, so this is the box that it comes in. As you can see, it's a G6 Plus. This is good for everything from smartphones to GoPros, all the way up to, I believe it said 800 or 900 grams of weight, which will hold a small DSLR camera like the G7 or like the A6500. And let's get it open. I'm not one for a bunch of talk. Less talky, more worky. And there you go. That's the case for it, which it looks like, because I've seen some reviews of this on YouTube previously, and it looked like a foam case, but it's actually more like a hard plastic, kind of rubberized type case. It feels pretty durable. So let's open it up and see how they packaged it. And this is how it comes. You open up the zipper and you have a couple books. I seriously thought it was going to be a CD. I was like, really? A DVD? Who uses that anymore? But nope, not the case. You got a warranty card and a quick start guide, the basics of what you need to know. Alright, what else do we have in here? Frequently asked questions pamphlet in 2 different languages. And that's all in here. And then you actually have the unit itself. Got a little Velcro strap here to the Velcro, and slide it out. This little box here. This is a clamp for your smartphone that goes on here somehow to hold a smartphone. And I don't know if it's big enough or would fit a GoPro or not, but we'll try that out. Then you have this little box here. And what this is a GoPro mount. So I guess they are really aiming this towards GoPro users, even though your newer GoPros are very stable anyway. There's a little screw for it. Then you have a charge cord, which the charger is USB on one side and micro USB on the other. It's not the USB-C type. Then you have these two mounting screws for the different type of, they both look like the same thing. Like, I guess one's a replacement if you lose one, just like the little 1/4 inch threaded screw. And then last but not least is you have a nice hunk of a battery here. It's actually got Feiyutech on the battery, and it is a 26650 3.6 volt 5000 milliamp hour battery. From what I've seen, your runtime on this is anywhere from 7 to 9 hours, and I guess that depends on small camera or big camera. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the view back, and we're going to start putting this stuff together, and we'll turn it on and see what we have. Okay, like I said, I've seen many, or not many, I've probably watched 2 or 3 reviews on this, and every single review that I saw, somebody, they always had the little screw on, because it's got a 1/4 inch screw on the bottom, and they would put it on like a little tripod to hold it up while they set this thing up. And they all had the same tripod, so I assumed that tripod came with it, and it doesn't. So I had to find my tripod, and it's not like a sturdy tripod, it's just this cheap knockoff of a GorillaPod. So what I'm going to do is lay it down as flat as possible. There you go. So the first thing we're going to do is get a little camera, and we're going to set it up on here and try to balance this thing out just to see how it works. And I'm just going to get my GoPro Hero 5 because the stabilization on it sucks compared to the new ones. So let me get that camera, and we're going to start setting it up on here. Okay, so the first camera that we're going to try to set up is this GoPro Hero 5 Black, and we need to put this battery in. So let's get the battery open. Got the battery. I'm hoping it's charged enough just to set it up initially. And if you're wondering about the construction of this, it's all milled aluminum. Of course, everything has plastic parts, but I mean, it actually feels sturdy. Might get heavy if you're vlogging with it, but I don't know if that's what your intention would be. So now what we have to do is we're going to have to put this on here and find a balance, basically. And you do that by adjusting the heights of the different motors. And like I said, I've never done this before. I haven't even looked at the quick start guide. I'm going to see if I can figure it out. And that's the way that this works. You've got the little screw here that screws into the bottom of your mounts, and you got to stick it through one of these slots right here. It's not going to just slide through. You got to actually like screw it in. So now we got that on, and I don't know if you can see it, but it will slide now. And then you take your camera like so. And, it looks like I'm way off balance but this thing should kind of sit like this on its own. Okay, so I did it. I got it balanced. I had to slide the camera forward on the mount and then make a little adjustment to this arm, and it's just like balanced right there. And when I say balanced, I mean of course it's balanced, but if I bump this, it wants to fall over, and then it's not going to boot up right. I'm going to hold it like that, and now I'm going to turn it on. And there you go. So if you're wondering if you can have an external battery hooked up to it while you're using it, yes, you can. But as you can see, oh, that's so exciting. But anyway, you can see that it's obviously working. And like I said, I don't know anything about the features or how to set anything up or how to use it or do anything with it or whatever. But the next step is we're going to take this out in the field. We're going to try the GoPro, this little Nikon 1, and the DJI Osmo Pocket, just because for my own curiosity's sake, just to see what it would be like to have 2 gimbals. And I might even put it in the Z-axis, so we'll have 2 gimbals and a Z-axis. See how smooth that looks. So let's not delay. Let's get outside and check this. Let's get outside and check this thing out.